Hi YouTube, I decided to do something a little different today. I decided to show my Ms Pac-Man Arcade machine. This is the operating manual, and I just decided to show this first. I'm in my kids' playroom, so that's why you might notice a little bit of different background, not my game room. The manual's seen better days. Actually, you can go online, and people have PDF'd it, and you can reprint a really nice copy if you want, but this is the original 1982 manual. It's missing its backing. That might be the one thing I do to this is I work for a business that has a spiral binding thing where I can do a new back on it, so I might do that just to keep it safe. But other than that, I'm not really planning on replacing anything. In the back of the book, it has 11 by 17 wiring diagrams to the system. I'm not an electrical engineer, so I don't really understand all of them. Talks about all the chips, what each one of the chips, the wiring from them. So forth like that. A whole bunch of 11 by 17s. You can see some more of the chip wiring there. It's pretty cool. Then it talks about the schematic symbols, more parts, the inside with the two. It's kind of cool. I flipped through it a few times. This is the cocktail version. I don't own that. I own the upright. There's the back side here. That's the upright, which is the one I own. Mine's kind of beat up. It's seen lots of play, but it does work. Just a couple pages and get to the cabinet here. Anyway, Ms Pac-Man is nothing more than the Pac-Man game with a daughter board stuck on it and new chips. So all Ms Pac-Man games from 1982 are actually refurbished Pac-Man 1 games. So I thought that was kind of interesting. You can actually take out the daughter board and the wiring and put back in the Pac-Man chips and have a fully functional Pac-Man game. Ms Pac-Man was bought because it's real important kind of to my wife. It was one of the things she's always wanted. And her and her mother spent a lot of time on their family vacations. When it was raining, they went to the beach a lot, and when it was raining, they went to the local arcade and found a Ms Pac-Man machine and would play together. So it's one of those things that, I wanted for her to have. When her mother does come over to the house, she does tend to kind of stay up by the machine. She really likes it a lot. So now time to look at the cabinet. Here it is. There's the marquee. Now it's not currently turned on in a moment, and I'll turn it on in a second. As you can see, the screen, because it is a one-game machine and has been on many an hour in an arcade, it has definitely a screen burn in, but being that it only plays one game, it's not so much of an issue. Here's the front thing. There's a little chipping here, but I'm planning on replacing this piece. But has the Japanese ball-style joystick, 1 and 2 player. Coming down the front, there's the front artwork down there. It does take quarters. I had to relube these mechanisms here when I bought it, but not such a big deal. And down here at the bottom is the kick plate. Did pop off when I was moving it in, but it's nothing more than a couple little nails I can tack back on. Not a big issue. I would hopefully like one day to replace this change door because it does show some signs of rust and abuse. But that's just a preference. If I don't do it, it's not a big deal. This is the left side artwork in pretty decent shape, for its age and for the price I got it for. I don't mind taking some nicks and beatings on it. Here's another side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you the inside. I got the keys here of the this is the chain mechanism. You can kind of see when you press in, the quarter will fall on through and get deposited, in the little change receptor if it doesn't work. You can see currently, I don't know if that'll show up on YouTube, but it says 29,368. And that key, which I will take off, goes to the back. You know, there's nothing more than just a storage bin where a whole bunch of quarters. Oh, I do got a quarter. Lucky me. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to attempt to show you the back side of it here. The way the lighting on the fan is up at the top. I'm not really sure if you're going to be able to see much, but I decided to at least give it a shot. So excuse me if it gets kind of dark. You're not going to see much. There you can barely kind of make out the monitor. You can barely see here. Again, sorry about the light. Try to kind of slide it a little more. But you can see here how the board's attached to the side. And you can also see barely in the light, but back there is your Ms Pac-Man daughter board and the ribbon cable that attaches to the board. Down here at the bottom, I don't know if it has enough light, but down here in the bottom you can barely make it out in the video here that there's the main power supply and the wire that runs out. The thing is really freaking long. It almost kind of looks like a lamp cord that they just cut off and stuck on there. Whatever. It also has a little power switch up at the top. If I can find the little button. Now it's lit up. And we'll watch it power itself on. So you can see the... Okay, we'll come over here. I'm not very good at the game, to be honest. I'm playing through the camera, so... Ooh, got me. I was wiggling the camera around too much. But you can see it plays real nice. Anyway, that's my Ms Pac-Man arcade machine I own. I appreciate you watching my channel. Come back and see me in the future.